Hello friends, this is Dr. Sudhir Nagarkar, Amdar Shashikant Shinde Mahavidyalay Medha, librarian. I am working as a librarian. I am presenting here on the topic of digital library management, planning and implementation. So, I covered here my content is in this slide. I focused content of my presentation is introduction, planning of digital library, designing a library management system, implementation of digital library system, conclusion and references. Introduction. What is digital library? A digital library is a collection of documents in organizing electronic form. It is a network of electronic objects such as texts, images, audio, video files, etc. with arrangement, search features, supporting research and teaching, and with the attention paid to architecture, persistence, longevity, and digital preservation. So, creating a digital library can be started as a complete project with a proper procedures. The main goal of digital library is to preserve the important information for a long time. So, I dictate here most example of digital library softwares are Greenstone, GSDL, Greenstone Digital Library Software. Then DSpace is also open source digital library software. ePrints, most of the libraries are using DSpace. Planning of digital library. Planning a digital library requires thoughtful analysis of the organization and its user and an acknowledgement of the cost and the need for the infrastructure and ongoing maintenance. To develop a digital library, a proper planning and design is required so that it provides guidance to what is wrong deficit in the library and what resources are to be prioritized first. Planning provides a basic structure to any library. There are a few aspects that should be checked while creating a library. The main points is information need. It is very important point, information needs. Then quality planning. Information needs is a first and important point to keep in the plan your digital library. Quality planning, security measures, infrastructure, digitization. In digitization process, scanners, printer, camera, etc. has been important. Access is also important. Then staffing must be properly trained to handle digital library. Then funding and budgeting is also important, and digital library committee is also important here. Designing of digital library system. To implement a digital library system, the program should be designed in such a way that it is easy to run and utilize the software. The following modules are important necessities which designing or purchasing the program. Which modules? Administration, search, archive and exit. In administration module, what is important? It is a user registration, staff regulation, uploading of electronic resources, archiving of obstacle electronic books. Then search module. In these modules, users will be able to search for resources using the digital library system. The search could either the carried out by title of the book, name of the author, and subject, etc. Archive. In this module, obstacle electronic resources are found here. The user should also have access to the module because users may want to read old books in electronic format. Exit. This module provide a way of DLS. Then implementation. What need of implementation of digital library management system? Database file is very important. The section contains the list of database files and what is database file content: admin login, user registration file, staff registration file, uploading file. Then choice of programming language. Which language is preferred from digital library? This language is user friendly. Multiple file handling system is very important. Then flexibility, data storage capability is also important. Then hardware and software requirement. Hardware requirement: Pentium 4 and above computer, visual graphical adapter computer is important also. Then a RAM size is 1 gigahertz and above. Hard disk capacity is 40 GB and above with 1 GB and above processor speed. A printer that is capable of supporting different fonts and character size. And implementation for digital library software requirement. Which software is important? They and ASP.NET environment is very important, and Microsoft structure query language, MS SQL language is very important. User guide on running the program. The program is tested and run separately during the design time, and then the whole form are connected. The program is compiled and rendered. Program documentation. The program documentation involves statement of the sequence of the program, testing, running, and output. Since a proper documentation helps the programmer to be able to effect future maintenance on the system, it's wise to document the work. Programming installation. The programming document has to be tested, a password protected, and prevent unauthorized usage. A trained personnel should be employed to handle the new system as well as maintain during hardware installation. Material that are durable and efficient should be used. So I concluded here my presentation. From the above discussion, we can conclude that designing a digital library can be said as a proper project that needs a stepwise planning of many factors. The most important being the type of information library is going to provide the users along with security of the information, funding and budgeting, and so on. The next step of the project is designing or purchasing a digital library software that consists of all the required housekeeping modules. The last step of implementing the library project. In this step, the database are managed for storing the library staffs and users, and hardware and softwares are set up. Selecting a programming language and testing and installation of the library system is done, and the faults if found are removed for well functioning of the library. Thank you. Thank you very much.